What's up everybody, welcome back to the Art of Crypto, the birthplace of absolutely legendary gains. In this video we are going to take a look at MATIC and figure out exactly if MATIC is going to pump from here, is it going to start dumping, and if you want to figure out the exact levels that I will be looking to get MATIC at, then you're going to want to watch till the end of this video. And before we kick things off with MATIC, if you haven't already followed me on Twitter at _the Art of Crypto, you're going to want to do so. This is where I'm sharing tips, tricks and the latest market updates, and you do not want to miss out. So immediately let's get into MATIC. The thing that stands out to me the most right off the bat, if you just take a look at this yellow line right here, it says 1.042. So this is what you call a POC, that is the point of control. If you just take a look at my VPVR indicator, you can see that the largest volume node is over here at the POC, and hence, this is the point of control. And this is basically, to put it very, very simply, this is where the market participants highly believe the fair price of MATIC to be. This means that there is a lot of selling and buying going on at this level, and market participants generally believe that this is a fair price for MATIC. And so if market participants are to remain bullish, then they're probably not going to let the price fall below the POC. And if they're bullish and if they're bearish, then expect the POC to get completely invalidated. So that is the first thing that stands out to me. And the second thing that stands out to me is if you just take a look on the daily chart, right? If we start drawing, swing highs and swing lows, right? You can see that technically, right, the market is doing something like this. And at the moment, would we be considered bullish? In my humble opinion, I do believe that we are bullish, because if we just go onto the daily chart, right? If you just take a look at this candle right here, the swing high, which is basically, just a candle where the high is taller than the two candles right next to it. So this is what you call a swing high. Now, ideally, you would want to have, ideally we would want to use this as our swing high, but for now, let's consider this a swing high. So if you notice that we have already broke the swing high to the upside, I'm not going to get into the concept of protected highs and protected lows. Now, if you want a full-on sort of educational style video and how protected highs and protected lows work, you're going to want to watch the video that I published on Cardano ADA yesterday. It's 22 minutes long, but there is a lot of explanation, and I explain how to use these swing highs, how to use market structure and everything. Seriously, check it out, alright, even if you're not into ADA. So for now, what I can say is, ideally I would want this level to be broken through first, this level at 1.18 to be broken through before I can be fully confident that MATIC is indeed bullish. Because again, if we just draw the swing highs, swing lows, we are having, something like this, right? Something like this. So ideally, you would even say you would want 1.26 to be broken. But for now, let's just front run the markets a little bit, and let's discuss the trading opportunity that, I might be keeping an eye out for. So right off the bat, I'm going to want to draw this little trend line right here. Now, this trend line will very likely start to look like a triangle pattern or a falling wedge pattern. So in this case, this is 100% a triangle pattern. Assuming that the price doesn't fall out of the POC, then we are going to want to mark down this level right here at 1.07, and we are going to want to buy the breakout of this level, because then we are buying the breakout of this pattern right here. Now, patterns work, all right? Despite all that I talk about regarding institutional trading and all, I like patterns, right? They work. The rules are pretty set in stone. You've got an area of value where you can start trading from, and it's just brilliant, in general. So the bullish scenario for MATIC is to buy the breakout at 1.07. So the way you do that is, maybe as the price is breaking out of the pattern, you're going to want to buy along with the breakout, or when the price breaks out of this pattern and it comes back down for a retest, then this is when you sort of want to buy. Now, doing both of these are really, generally, they're very good entries, because what you can do then is you can just set your stop loss right beneath a previous swing low. So that in that case, that would be around here. And then if the price does come back down to stop you out, then, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. It's perfectly all right to be wrong in the markets. In fact, some of the best traders in the world are wrong about half the time, and yet they're still wildly profitable. So it's okay to be wrong, but it's not okay for any single mistake to wipe out your account. Now, I don't know about you, but assuming that you do go long from there and you set your stop loss right there, that's about a 3% stop loss, and your profit target is, it's pretty high, right? Is MATIC going to do like 100%? Maybe not, but who knows? Maybe in a few weeks or a couple months, you could see MATIC do a 2x. So this is the power of buying breakouts, guys. I don't know about you, but a 33-to-1 risk to reward ratio sounds pretty good to me. Now, assuming that we are continuing to be bullish on MATIC, or rather, I should say, assuming that institutions continue to be bullish on MATIC, then we are going to want to expect these previous highs to all get attacked, right? If we just mark down all the previous swing highs, and basically you're just gonna want to expect them to get attacked. Now, if you want to find out what I mean by getting attacked and why, previous highs might be protected or not protected, again, watch the previous video that I did on ADA, right? I published that yesterday, and I go into a lot of depth regarding, how to use, basically how to trade like the institutions. Even if you're not interested in the ADA, right, you are going to want to watch that video. So in the bullish scenario, if MATIC does manage to break out from here, then these are going to be my take profit targets, right? For that, it's, to read it out for you guys, I'm just going to give you guys some time to screenshot this down. You're going to want to mark these down on your own chart, because I'm giving you the exact levels already. If you can't even be bothered to mark these down on your own chart, there's literally nothing more that I can do for you. And just to put it in, just to draw and give you another perspective, basically, what you're going to want to do, right, is if you notice on a higher time frame right now, MATIC is looking like a rounded bottom, right? Looks pretty round to me. And if you follow this channel, back in the early days, back in the good old days, you would know that I always like to say this thing called rounded bottoms pays the bills, right? And that's because rounded bottoms, right, they do absolutely nothing for the longest period of time, and then all of a sudden they go parabolic. Just to give you a recent example of that, like here, right here, this is a rounded bottom, right? It does nothing for a period of time and then it explodes, right? Over here, this is a rounded bottom, does nothing for the absolute longest period of time, and then boom, right? And that's why you want to keep a lookout for these kinds of rounded, these rounded bottoms. What this is basically, right? This right here, this is what you call accumulation. And this is the time when you would want to be buying, right? This is where the smart money is buying. This is where retail is buying, right? The people who don't know what they're doing at all, right? There's nothing wrong with buying MATIC like over here, because you've got a bull flag, right? Over here, you've got a falling wedge, maybe a bull flag, right? There's nothing wrong with buying there, but it is not okay to buy, like to try to chase, green candles. That's simply not how smart money does it. And what smart money is doing is they're accumulating here, right? And as long as MATIC remains bullish, then you're going to want to expect all these previous highs to get attacked. So just to give you, a couple more, take profit targets, then, it's going to be here, and then it's going to go all to, back to the all-time high. And if it does go back to the all-time highs, that means the bull market is very likely resuming, and I will definitely make a future video about that. But the thing about MATIC right now that you want to keep in mind is that this isn't, this doesn't just apply to MATIC. If you look at literally every other altcoin, maybe not LTC, right? Look, perfect example of a rounded bottom, right? Bam, 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 does nothing, bam. Right, so this is probably not the best example, but if I just go to many altcoins, right, like near for example, right, this is what you call rounded bottom. The parabola has already started on this one, but you're still not too late. As a bonus, if you've watched until this point so far, you're going to want to mark down this level for near, right? This is near USDT. You're going to want to mark down this level at about 2.54, maybe give or take, about 2.5, right? If you just take a look at the VPVR here, if you break above this level right now, it's going to go straight to, the next order block. And if you don't know what an order block is, this is basically areas of untapped liquidity. And if you want to know exactly how to spot order blocks and how to use order blocks, again, watch the video that I made on ADA yesterday. It's really long, right? But it's a lot of explanations. So, as a bonus for you guys who watch until this point, make sure you comment down in the comment section near, so that I know the real ones who have watched until this point of the video. So what you're going to want to do, same thing, buy the breakout of this level and, buy the retest, right? And similarly to as long as near remains bullish, we're going to want to expect all of these previous highs to get attacked, right? As well as support and resistances. So that would be stuff like, over here you have an order block. So that's probably going to be tough, right? Tough resistance. And then, you just want to mark down all these levels, right? I'm giving you some time to screenshot this. Now, I know this was a video about MATIC, but, for those of you who came, well, here's your bonus, right? So these are going to be the profit-taking targets for, near. Now, back to MATIC. The way you're going to want to use these profit-taking targets is, as the price is going up, you're going to want to maybe take 25% here, maybe you take 25% here, maybe you take 25% here. Honestly, I wouldn't even go so high. I would maybe take 25 here, 25 here, 25 here, and 25 here. Now, doing so is, it's a smart thing to do because nobody knows where's the exact top. And, you might argue that, hey, if I take profits too early, wouldn't I be missing out on the potential gains? But here's the thing you need to understand. The potential gains that you're talking about is just potential, right? It's not profit until you realize it. A lot of people undermine the ability of rounded bottoms, right? Again, back to that theory about rounded bottoms, right? It does nothing for the absolute longest period of time and then it explodes, yeah? This is how your trading account could look like. A lot of beginners, a lot of, new people into this market, they assume that they need that big win in order to blow up their account. But honestly, from experience, I can tell you straight up that that's not what you want to look for, right? You want to be excited about this part of your trading career, right? This is where you're building the good habits of your trading. This is where you are, making small wins. And you have to understand the power of the compound effect, right? For the longest period of time, these 1, 2, 3%, maybe 10% gains, they're not going to mean much, right? They're not going to mean much. But over time, eventually you get to a point where the snowball effect starts to kick in and your account goes absolutely parabolic. So that is going to be the bullish scenario for MATIC. I hope you've already marked down those levels. And right now I'm going to discuss a bearish scenario for MATIC and where I would be looking to purchase some MATIC at. So at the moment we can see that this right here is what you call an order block as well. So I'm just going to want to mark down this level at 0.952-ish. Now this is going to be a good level to start getting MATIC at if it does get there. Now the ideal level for me to get MATIC at would be at around 0.73. Right, I'm just going to mark down this level as well. That's going to be the ideal level. But am I saying that it's going to get there? No, that's not what I'm saying, right? But what I am saying is that if it does get there, then it's going to be a pretty solid level. So these are going to be two levels that you want to keep in mind. Again, I'm not saying that these are going to be the absolute bottoms for MATIC, but if you do get MATIC there, it should be pretty close to the bottom. And again, I don't remember if I called this in the past, but this price right here, right, in between 0.463-ish to about give or take 0.43, this is going to be very close to the absolute bottom for MATIC because this right here is an area of imbalance, right? Take a look at the VPVR and you'll know what I mean, right? There is a lack of price action that developed here. So expect, maybe not expect, but like if this imbalance does get filled up, I wouldn't be surprised at all, right? So just something to keep in mind. Basically, if MATIC falls below this level right here at 0.67-ish, like 67 cents, or maybe even lower, like, okay, 0.65 cents, right? As long as MATIC falls below this level, there is a very good chance that MATIC is going to go for a straight dumpster dive, straight down to these two levels right here. Again, you're going to want to mark down these two levels, yeah? This is going to be pretty close to the bottom for MATIC if you are able to scoop some up here, right? Again, this is playing into the order block theory, which institutions really like to play. And if you don't know what are order blocks, then go watch that previous video I made on ADA. And if you've watched until this point so far, it would help me so much, right? If you learn a thing or two, it would help me so much if you could just drop a like button. It's a really small gesture, but it really helps a lot. So that is going to be the bearish scenario for MATIC. Hopefully we don't get there because if MATIC does get here, then we are going to be in for, a multi-month bear market. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But if it does happen, man, I am scooping up some MATIC over there. And, if you've been watching my videos for any amount of time and, you're just simply wondering to yourself, hey, this guy seems pretty accurate. How is he able to do the things that he does? And, if you're interested to learn everything that I know, you're going to want to consider joining the private Discord group. Over here, you're going to get access to a trading education where I lay down literally everything that I know about trading, everything that I've learned over the years. I'm laying it all down here and I'm not guaranteeing anything, but there's a good chance that you're going to learn everything that works and discard 90% of the things that don't work. And as a bonus, you're going to get access to my profitable trading setups that I'm posting every single day. And everyone's making money every single look at this guy, man. Like for real, there have been many people who have already paid off their membership in just a few trades, so it's going to pay itself off real quick. If you're interested, head to the link in the description. Right now, monthly signups are already closed and they will be closed for the entire month of August. So if you want in, make sure you head to the link in the description. There is going to be 40% off if you pay with crypto. But anyways, those were the scenarios for MATIC. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, if you're interested to take your trading game to the next level, you're going to want to join the private Discord group. But for now, may the gains be with you, my friend, and peace.